Hello there, my name is Valerie White Williams, and today I am actually talking about the sun sign. So, as you know, I don't really like sun sign astrology, like, oh, I'm this or I'm that, because it's not really what you are. Your sun sign is, of course, a very important part of your astrology chart, but it is not the end all be all. And I just want to bang my head against the stake when people are like, well, I don't get along with this or they're this or that. Please, please be more educated. So the sun sign, oh, and before I get started, make sure you subscribe and click on the bell. I was already getting to get all this rant going, but I won't rant. I'm just going to talk about the sun sign. So of course the sun sign is important. It's what I call the hero's journey. It is what you came here, it's your primary gift to give, but it's not something that comes easy to you. It's something that you are growing into. It's what you came here to grow into. It's here your gift, because the sun shines. The sun is shining, and that gift is shining. So you are going to grow into that gift of your shiny self and what your shiny self's mission is. It's really about your mission. It's not about, I've heard said this before. The signs are like ice cream flavors or potato chip flavors. Some people like spicy chips. Some people like the pepper. Some people like low salt. So it's really not so much about the sign, because they're the flavors. It's about your mission here on this planet. What you are here to shine a light on. That's what it is. The sun shines a light, and it's part of the heart. The heart, your heart is like a light that shines out, and you come here to share this light that is your gift, the gift to humanity. And so where that light shines is really more important than the ice cream flavor of it. It's still ice cream. It's a shiny light of ice cream. I know, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. But that's really what it is. And that's only part of why you are here. We got all these other things going on. And so don't make, assumptions about the sun sign. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the house positions, because that to me is about where you are focused on. Now, of course, why people focus on sun sign? Because it's easy. It's dumbed down. Everybody can find it on a chart, but you need to actually get your astrology chart with your birth time to really make sense of astrology. Then things come into play, because there are a lot of people that go, I'm not like my sun sign, and they're not, because they have so many other planetary influences, so that sun sign doesn't show up as strongly, and they go, I don't believe in astrology, that's dumb. Of course it's dumb, because it's not only about the sun sign, and we can't generalize on, oh, you're a Leo, you're this, you're stuck up, oh, you're a Gemini, you're like sleazy, or you're a Scorpio, you're evil. Yeah, I'm a Gemini. I'm very Gemini, but I have a big heart, and I have other placements that give me some stability. See, that's how it works. That's how it works. So let's just start. So your sun, again, is your hero's journey. You're like the hero that's plugging along, and you're going to save people, or you're going to share with it. You are growing into your hero's journey, where you're going to shine your light. You're going to help others. That's what we're here to do. We're here to share. We're here to share with humanity. So we're going to start. So in the first house, that's just your identity. So the people have sun in the first house, whatever sign it is, they cannot hide who they are. That's what I say. Their sun is right there. It's like, this is me. It's all right up there. And you can't hide it. No matter what sign it is, it's going to show up in a big way. They have a big personality. They can't help it. It's going to show up. And they can't pretend there's something they're not, because it's just right there. Boom. That's who I am. Take it or leave it. So, and it can be hard on the people like that, because they can't shut that down. They can't shut down the bright light that they are just have a huge personality, and they're going to inspire people. That's their inspiration. being themselves is their hero's journey. You're going to be yourself. That's it. That's going to be who you are. And just being yourself, your divine self, is good enough. And so people in the first house sun sometimes feel like, that's not good enough. No, it is good enough. You are good enough. All right. So in the second house is about your physicality, making money, your physical body, not so much maybe just like the structure. It's about building structure. So when you have your sun in the second house, you're going to probably be that person that's going to build businesses. You're going to be a builder. You really want to make a lot of money because that's your goal. Now, a lot of people will judge that. Yeah, that's materialistic. Well, for someone who has sun in the second house, that is their mission. And when they make a lot of money, they're going to shine that light, and they can build businesses and build empires that's going to employ other people and give them things that they need. So the sun in the second house is super powerful because you're building, and that building process is going to help other people. Getting it now? Okay, so now we're going to go in the third house. So the third house is all about communication and your identity. So it's a bit more than just the sun in the first house. It's like, I have an opinion, I have something to say, I have an identity, I have a unique expression. And so with that house, that person is maybe going to be a writer or a speaker, or a public, they're going to go and have something to say. They have an opinion, they have their own ideas, and they're going to shine. They might write books. They're shining their light. And again, they're helping people because they're explaining things, or they're coaching them or teaching them, or just they have downloads that they're sharing with others and they're communicating that. And that is their shining goals, to really shine their ideas, their concepts, their thoughts, their books. They might be writers. That's their shining light. Okay, so now we're going to go into the fourth house. And the fourth house is kind of the home. It's the home. It's kind of crossing over. You're dealing with other people in the home. And so the sun in the fourth house is that you are just the ultimate mom, whether you're male or female, that you have this nest and you care so much. And you're also, the shining light creates a safe environment. So the fourth house is all about your earlier childhood, but it also talks about how and where and how you want to feel safe in the world. And that could be, it doesn't mean that you're a homebody, but it could be based on the color. That's where the ice cream flavors come in. But you basically have a passion to create a beautiful environment, or a safe environment, or just you're maybe a hostess that gives parties in your home, and you have these beautiful events for people that you are close to, and you just love it. And those people love to be invited into your home because they feel the love. They feel the love in your home. Okay, so now we're going to the fifth house, and the fifth house is Leo. It's like this lot of Leo energy, and it's about passion and creativity and having fun. So people that have the sun in the fifth house, they can be daredevils. They just want to play. They're like eternal children, but not in a bad way. And so that shining light might make them be an extreme athlete with a drive to be a professional athlete or a musician or an artist. And you just have this drive to have fun in life, have fun. And then you inspire others like, hey, let's have fun. Life is fun. Look what I can create with this shining light. My sun sign is shining in this fun experience and enjoying life and just enjoying the love of life and fun activities. And that's okay, because people get shamed with that too. It's like, grow up and do something responsible. But people that have sun in that fifth house, they are having fun, and they're going to make fun be their life. That's what they're going to do. All right, so now we're gonna go to the sixth house. And the sixth house, it tends to be about physicality, making your body healthy, taking care of animals. And so the people that have sun in the sixth house, they just love taking care of their fitness, their health, their body, their animals. They might be animal trainers. They may like to ride horses. They take care of these things that gives them so much joy. And again, that light is shining on, like they might have, do dog sitting services or have doggy places where you bring your dogs and all the dogs play together, and then they don't get bored at home and tear up your rugs. And so those people are also shining their light to help with all those things that are the sixth house. Or maybe they might be a health coach or a fitness coach, and they are so passionate. I'm going to get you in shape. That's my passion. I love fitness and I want to coach you, and I'm going to shine my light to shine on how you can be successful with your fitness goals and your health goals. Get it? We're all here for something. Okay, so now we're going to cross the line and we're going to talk about sun in the seventh house. Now, sun in the seventh house is all about partnerships and relationships. It's super relationship oriented. So all the planets that show up there are there, but the sun particularly yearns to find partnerships, and they yearn to find that one. They want the one that, in a marriage relationship. Now, not everybody's going to marry or wants that one-on-one partnership. It might be a business partnership. It could be like, I want to do something, but I need someone to help me. And they're going to bring on to that partnership. And people that have that sun in the seventh house, they attract people. They attract the people that they're supposed to work with, or that they attract the people they want to have a relationship with. And they have a tremendous love and joy, shine. So that partnership that they're going to create or bring to them is going to be something that shines to other people. Like, yes, we can have these relationships that are beautiful, shining so much light into the world. And we can't do it by ourselves. We're going to do it together. And that togetherness shines this huge light that can be seen and shared and can create so much things together, not just by themselves, together, whether it's a marriage or business partnerships. I just saw the movie about Elton John, and he had the partnership with Bernie Taupin. And so that's a perfect example of, yes, this partnership is more than just one-on-one. It creates another sun that is shining onto relationships. It's really powerful. Okay, so now we're going to go to the eighth house, and the eighth house is kind of in a murky place. Well, not really, but that's the place where all the secrets hang out, and it's all the death, sex, rebirth, finances that you get, the inheritances, and kind of this house of secrets I like to think about. So the people that have their sun in the eighth house, they shine their light too, but they're not going to let you in unless they know you, because that sun is shining. So they have a passion to discover the secrets of finance, the secrets of getting income coming in, the secrets of this, kind of, maybe I'll say, conspiracy theories, and they're digging into that, and they're shining a light, and they're going to shine that light. And when they discover it, they're going to share it, but they're going to share it to the people they trust, because the eighth house people aren't going to just blab around, maybe unless they're a Gemini, but they are going to shine that light, and they're going to dig deep. It makes me think of Indiana Jones. The movie Indiana Jones, where he's going into all this archaeology, digging into these secrets, to finding things, and then we bring these things out to the open, and I'm like, yes, thank you for bringing that out to the open. We are ready to hear that message, because it was hidden, and now you're going to help me open it up and see it. See, that's that shining light. That shining light cannot be stopped. That's your sun sign. Okay, so now we're going to go to the ninth house. Okay, that's my house. That's where my light is. In fact, my light is almost, on the very top of between the 10th. I'm almost on my midheaven, pretty on top. And so the ninth house is the house of education. It's a house of world culture. It's a house about languages. It's the house with traveling and understanding the world. And so the ninth house people that have sun there, they are so passionate about learning. They're so passionate about teaching. They have a huge appetite to learn about the world and all their cultures and all these things. And it's just like voracious. And they're often teachers. And so they're going to shine their light by teaching others. They're going to bring the wisdom into them, and they're going to shine it out to their students or maybe their clients or whoever they are. They're just like like a lighthouse of wisdom and energy and knowledge, because it's like in through you, sending it out. So that is the sun sign in the ninth house. So now we're going to go to the sun sign in the 10th house. And the sun sign in the 10th house is also giving, but creating a career that is going to leave a legacy. And some people don't have a career, but they still leave a legacy. They may be volunteering, they might, not work, but they still share this legacy of what they are here to do. And so in the 10th house, that is kind of the hero's journey to share something that is of value. You're going to share it with others. So you might just be somebody who, never worked and was a stay-at-home mom, but that stay-at-home mom is helping all these other stay-at-home moms and giving them advice and giving them help and resources. So maybe that's not an official career, but that could be that person that is super organized and sharing comments and maybe having a YouTube channel where, like, I have a neighbor who does that. She helps people, stay-at-home moms, have financial goals and how to set things, okay? So it doesn't mean you don't have a career, but you're shining that light, helping others with your knowledge and your wisdom and creating a legacy that people remember you for. All right, because then we're going to the 11th house. So now we're kind of moving back to the 1, because the whole chart wheel starts as the 1, which is in the first house, and it's going back into the water, to the all. So the 11th house is all about people that are interested in the totality of the earth experience, because the 11th house corresponds to Aquarius. Aquarius is fixed air, and the Aquarian age is coming. It is coming. And with the Aquarian age, people will understand that everything is sacred, kind of like the indigenous culture. So people that have their sun sign in the 11th house, they get that. They get that. And it's kind of like, they might feel weird about it, but they're going to shine the light that we are all connected. We are all one, and that includes the earth and the roots and the trees and the plants and the minerals. In the stone. Remember In the Stone by Earth, Wind, and Fire? Yeah, that's what it's all about. And so they are shining this beautiful light. They're usually very inspired about saving the earth and making sure everybody's okay. And they're very altruistic. And they are really interested in, like, we need to take care of everybody. We need to shine that light so everybody's okay. Everybody's taken care of. And they're very, very passionate about doing those things. Again, the sun sign is the ice cream flavors, but they have that passion and shining the light. Like, we need to do this. We need to make this world work. All right, and then we're going to the 12th house. And no, the 12th house is not the house of doom and gloom. I hate that. Yeah, maybe 100 years ago when people didn't understand what mystics are, but 1,000 years ago, people were monks in monasteries and they had a mystic life. And mysticism is not recognized or supported in our culture, just saying. And that's why all this stuff about mysticism is like, oh, doom and gloom, oh my goodness. No. So sun in the 12th house means that you have a rich inner world. And your light is somewhat maybe dimmed because it's underwater, but that light's still shining, and that light is shining in the totality of everything, the oneness. We're going back to the one. I know that's hard to think of. That's hard to realize because we're like so into ourselves and our identity. But people that have the sun in the 12th house, they have a more, I want to say, mature outlook. It's not all about me. It's about we're here. It's more of a spiritual place, and it's more of a quiet place. And so the light shines alone when they're alone. But that light is powerful, and it's shining the light in the darkness. That's what it is. It's shining a light to everybody and feeling that sense of oneness with all, because that's what that 12th house is. We're all one. We're all one. It's fake that we're in different bodies because we're all one. And that's what the 12th house sun is. Doesn't matter what sign it is. You're going to feel a sense of oneness. And that's why they like to be alone, because when they are alone, they're going to feel more alive because they're so sensitive. They feel everything. And you're going to feel that, yes, this is my power. This is my power. And I shine this light, and that light is still received by other people. All right, so I hope this was helpful. I'm going to do this with all the planetary placements. And then hopefully you get, it's not about the ice cream flavors. It's not about potato chip flavors. And especially if you're making assumptions about relationships with other people, please don't. Please don't. It doesn't make any sense. But that's it. That's your light. You are going to shine the light. All right. So I hope you understand this, and I hope I didn't get too ranty, but sometimes I do. So I want to let you know that I do have 2 free passion projects on Facebook. And first one's Creative Soul Alignment. And the other one is YouTube Success Strategies. And I do astrology readings too. And I go really deep because that's me. I'm Gemini, Virgo. There's a lot of stuff going there. So if you're interested in a reading, you can click above there, and you can sign up for a reading. And I'd love to give you one, because I think that once you understand why you are here, what you are here to do, and you'll appreciate who you really are and what you're here to do. That's what we're here to do. It's your roadmap to your life, or it's like the blueprint, like a house. Once you understand that and you come in harmony with it, things get a little easier. All right, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.